In the previous class, I had told you about the practices, and within that practices, we had studied about preparing the soil and sowing seeds. Now we will see applying manures or fertilizers. So first of all, we will know what is manure and what is fertilizer. So manure is a natural substance. A manure is a natural substance which is formed from dead and decaying matter and animal waste. It provides nutrients to the plants and so that the plants can grow well. It provides nutrients in the, it releases nutrients in the soil so that plants can absorb and can grow well. So manures are the natural substance formed from the dead and decaying matter, but fertilizers are not natural substance. They are commercially produced plant nutrients. They are commercially produced plant nutrients which are used to increase the fertility of the soil. So they also provide some of the minerals to the soil or some of the nutrients to the soil, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium salts in the soil. They are providing for better growth of the agricultural products. So but here is a difference between the manure and fertilizers. Manure is the natural substance grown from the dead and decaying matter, and fertilizers are often, means it is a commercially produced plant nutrient. That means it is produced using some chemicals in the factories and all. So it provides nutrients to the soil. It also provides nutrients to the soil, but it is a very slow process, and it can provide nutrients to the soil more than the manures at a time. But here also one thing you have to remember: if fertilizers are applied in large quantities, then they will spoil the plants. Instead of providing nutrients to the plants, they will spoil the plants. So when we are using fertilizers, we should use fertilizers in an adequate amount, because excess use of fertilizers will spoil the plants also and the soil also. So manure are naturally made substance that is made by the dead and decaying matter and animals. Fertilizers are commercially produced plant nutrients. Both provide nutrients to the plants, but excessive use of fertilizers causes harm. While excessive use of manure, it doesn't cause any harm. It is a very slow process. Using manure is a very slow process. Fertilizers can give instant nutrients to the plants, but excessive use of fertilizers can harm the plants or spoil the crops. So we have to use fertilizers in an adequate amount. After supplying manure and fertilizers, we have to supply water to our crops. So after getting manure and fertilizers, to get a better growth, the plants require water. So irrigation means watering the crop plants, or the process of watering the crop plants, that is called irrigation. So earlier the farmers, they were mainly depend on the rainwater for growing crops, because they were not having much facility to provide water to their crops. So they were depending on the rain for their water for their growing crops. But nowadays, with the increasing demand for food agricultural techniques, everything have been improved. So nowadays modern irrigation facilities such as wells, pumps, rivers, water wheels, sprinkles, canals, all these things are used by the farmers. Canals and pumps have been dug to provide water to the fields. Even water pump is a machine also used for getting underground water. So different varieties of different techniques are nowadays the farmers are using for supplying water to their crops. So some of them, they are taking the water from the wells or rivers, or they are using sprinkle method or any other method they are using, and sometimes even water pump is also used for getting underground water. So these are few modern facilities which are nowadays used by the farmers for irrigating water or for supplying water to the crops for the better growth. That is wells, pumps, river, water wheels, sprinkles, canals are used. Many methods like drip irrigation, sprinkle method, these methods are also used so that the plants will get an adequate amount of water or sufficient water for their better growth. We have seen water pump is used in our homes in many areas. So now we will see that how a water pumps work, how we are getting water from the water pump. So we have seen the water pump. This is the handle of the water pump. So when the handle is pushed down, here you can see a piston rod is there, a piston rod. This is the cylinder, and there are two valves are there. And this is our water. So when the handle is pushed down, the piston goes up. This piston goes up, and the pressure of the air outside pushes the water into the cylinder. From here the water is going up to the cylinder. When we are pushing the handle down, the water is going through this valve is open that time. The second valve is open that time, and the water is going to the cylinder. Similarly, when we are taking the handle up, or when we pull the handle up, the water flows into the piston. Now this valve is open, this valve is closed, this valve is open, and the water is going up. So the handle is pushed down again, so the piston rises and valve of the piston closes. So this we are doing continuously. We are pulling and pushing the handle up and down, so that first of all the water is raising to the cylinder, and then it is going to the piston, and after that the water will come through the water outlet. So this is how the our water pumps works. Now we are having, once again I am telling, the water is present here, and we are getting the water through the water pump. From the underground water we are taking out. How now when we push down the handle of the pump, the pressure of the air outside pushes the water into the cylinder. This valve is open and the water is going from here, water is going to the cylinder. Then after that, when we take the handle up, or when we pull the handle up, the water flows to the piston. Here one more valve is there, that valve is opening and the water is going up. Again we are pushing down, so the piston rises and valve of the piston closes. This one closes and the water is again rising here. We are again continuously we are doing up and down the handle, and the water is thus pushed out of the spout of the pump, and water fills the space below the piston. Then we are getting the water here, and water is coming out from the hand pump or water pump. So this is how water pump works. Mainly it works because of the piston rod. A piston rod is there which is helping the water to come out of the underground, and it coming through the water outlet, because first of all water is coming to the cylinder through this valve, and then again it is going to the piston through this valve. When one is open, another one is closes, and slowly water is going up, because when we are applying force on this rod, this handle also known as force rod, because when we apply force, the outside force of the air and outside pushes the water into the cylinder, and then it is going to the water flows into the piston, and continuously by doing this the water is coming out. So this is all about irrigation system and how water comes out from the hand pump, or how water comes out from the pump. So this is also very important for you. You can read in your book also, it is given. You can please read your book so that you will be more clear about this. In the next class we will study some more basic practices of crop production.